We are the Nerdy Turtle Network.
Hello, and welcome to Icons Academy, the Nerd Eternals Icons Assemble Edition actual play. Last week, well, first let me go through and introduce everybody. I think I forgot to last time. I only gave everybody's names at the end. I'm the GM for the day, Jason, and with me is Curtis playing Putty.
Hola.
Mike playing Blessed Thorn.
Hello.
Taylor playing Riggajig.
Howdy, howdy.
And Zach playing Lacuna.
Good evening.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and happy Halloween.
That's true. The recording won't go out until after Halloween, but we are actually... If you're seeing this live on Twitch, it is on Halloween.
I was this close to trying to post in our Discord channel to convince Mike that last session we all agreed to wear costumes for this game.
That would have been funny.
Oh, dude, I'd have gone right along with you.
I wish you did that.
I'd have even got on here with my big blonde wig and my little gold-tinted round glasses. Which I wore on stream last year for a Halloween game. But yes, so Mike missed out on some fun last week. Several of the students, Putty, Riggajig, Lacuna, as well as Stonehenge and Nightflocks, aka Kayla, all went to a music festival in Central Park. They were being accompanied by their homeroom teacher, Miss
Fowler.
Yes, Fowler. Forgot to grab my notes. They were going to watch, what was it? Icy Daggers of Agony?
I think so.
Oh, was it the band that's that with the cousin with Froststrand's cousin? Is it that band?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
They
were not the only band playing, of course. They were specifically the reason Stonehenge wanted to go. I
can only imagine the Serpent Boy must have been in the audience too.
Possibly, but he'd have been there under a different chaperone.
Oh yeah, he would have been hanging out with. He's not going to hang out with first years.
I'd have to assume he wasn't there because of what happened later, but yes.
Oh, good point.
Well, keep in mind, y'all had wandered off a bit by that point. And he might have been he might have been backstage hanging out with his cousin at that point, unaware of the havoc that y'all wreaked.
No one can be unaware of the havoc we wreak.
Not for long, but so they met. I forgot. Eric, Riggajig, and Putty's roommate was also there.
Yeah.
As well as Friendly Fire. Or Unfriendly Fire. She hasn't decided yet. But they saw him chatting up with the blonde, or I should say Friendly Fire saw him chatting up a blonde that some of them recognized. There was some debate amongst the group as to whether she was one of the ones that had broken into the school that first day y'all were there. But the first few people that walked up to her just really seemed to like her and start talking to her. I know Riggajig was convinced that they had made a mistake. But if I recall right, Lacuna was the one that wasn't having it.
Yes, sir.
But everybody else seemed to think she was nice enough. Now, Stonehenge didn't meet her. But she wound up dragging several of them over to the little area they'd set up for dancing. Eventually, when they broke for food, her and Lacuna had a very frank conversation about who she was and where she was from. And she tried really hard to talk Lacuna into transferring schools, as it were.
I think she said she was from Rhode Island.
Yes, she didn't say anything about the school being from Rhode Island, but she herself was from Rhode Island, yes. And Lacuna kind of played along and, maybe had her half convinced that she was ready to change schools. But then she got a text and had to head out about the time Stonehenge was showing back up. When people asked where he was at, he'd been over getting some food somewhere and gotten into a conversation about music with some guys. So he had no interactions with, shoot, I forget what she was calling herself. Callie? I think she was calling herself Callie. He just saw her at a distance, thought she was cute enough, but But as they were leaving, they got jumped. I think y'all are probably already on that map, but let me jump over here. So they got jumped by the overseer and some of his flunkies. I know Kayla and Eric and Miss Fowler got hit pretty hard by some sort of energy weapons they were using. Some of the rest you got hit and you felt a wave of fatigue kind of wash over you, but you managed to shrug it off. Where those three kind of hit the ground. Or no, Eric didn't, but Kayla, the teacher, I know hit the ground. And I want to say Eric had drugged the teacher off and dove into the reservoir. I think one of you had either handed or told Friendly Fire to grab Kayla and get her out of there. And the fight was going pretty well, if I recall. Did somebody try to say something?
Oh, I was going to say, I do remember that, magically it was the PCs that were left after that initial attack.
After the initial sneak attack, yes. I think some of y'all did get hit with the beams later, but y'all were making rolls pretty well.
We had a lot of decent rolls. I remember that.
But you had pretty well dropped all of the flunkies, though you did have one of the mercs running away. But one of the mercs tried to run away from Lacuna. And she had during the fight displayed a new power that I don't think any of y'all had seen her use before. Where she shapeshifted herself into this sort of, humanoid wolf form. I think she roughed one guy up, another one turned to run. And when she hunted him down, she lost control a little bit. So the situation is opening right now with her having very noisily and kind of viciously fed on this guy.
It was like an Alphabets commercial. So what'd you do, Lacuna? I ate him.
I think I may have compared him to a Capri Sun at some point.
He's fine. He's just napping.
Forever. Or did he die?
Oh, yeah.
Lacuna's pretty sure of it. The rest of y'all may not have quite had a chance. So that's pretty much where we're opening. And Overseer had been knocked unconscious as well. His last, if you see the green circle on the ground, that was his last desperate attempt to get away by throwing out a smoke bomb.
Putty got to pummel him.
Yep. I want to say you just ran right into the smoke and just right, straight to him, basically. there were crowds around. Y'all were walking with a crowd kind of down out of the park on this side. So of course the crowd ran off screaming. When we ended, y'all were just starting to hear police sirens in the distance. So, all the baddies are on the ground. Lacuna, I think, is still working that guy's neck.
I thought were able to talk her into dropping him.
Yeah, Rigajig was able to talk Lacuna down from her.
Okay. So she's coming back to herself. The body's hit the ground. She's coming back to herself. Just a blood-drenched muzzle. You look around. I don't know, Taylor. What expression is on Rigajig's face as Lacuna looks at him?
I'm pretty sure that the guy's dead, right?
Oh, yeah. He's the body's wide-eyed and terror forever etched in his face.
Yeah. I'm in a vague, panicked face because we've got to get Lacuna out of here. We've got to get rid of a dead body. We're working to be superheroes. No self-respecting superhero is gonna get rid of a dead body. Lacuna can't eat the whole dead body.
No, she's only interested in the liquidy bits.
Yeah. Do we just throw it in the pond? What do we do with this?
Miss Fowler's not here right now, is she?
She's unconscious.
No, Eric has drug her off. Last you
Okay,
saw,
good.
he had her and was diving into the reservoir.
Yeah, he was.
Crap, I can't. Yeah, okay, we can't throw him in the reservoir because obviously that's a bad plan.
Stonehenge walks up to you while y'all doing this. He just looks down and goes, "Holy crap, girl, you take no prisoners." And he just kind of kicks the guy like he's making sure he's dead.
So I'm thinking we're not going to get to take any more field trips.
You know what? It was response to lethal force. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. They were trying to kill us. You killed one of them. That's too bad. We've learned a lesson today. Let's go home.
Kuna's just gonna drop the body and just shrink back down to her normal state, wide-eyed and
This guy just
silent.
keeps running over here.
Good on him.
With his one stamina left.
Rigajig will slowly walk up and hug Lacuna and pat her on the back.
Maybe give her a napkin.
It's like, I understand there's a lot of emotions. We have to go. I don't want to deal with the police.
Hey, I've got the overseer though, guys.
Cool, let's take him with us.
As you walk over to grab him, a circular area of the ground opens up under him. He drops into darkness.
Son of a bitch.
And then we cut over to Blessed Thorn back at the school. As I'm picturing Putty with this just WTF look on his face. Like some greater power has just cheated him.
It has.
Alright, Blessed Thorn, you are in your dorm. You've actually got the dorm to yourself because, Lacuna and Nicole went to the concert. Amber was Starlight Gym. Amber is off hanging out with her maybe boyfriend. They haven't really said anything official. So when she's got me time, what does Blessed Thorn do?
Well,
I mean, is she still taking care of the Dream Date plant?
Yeah.
I
think,
Dream Date palm. I guess we call it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there was mention of like other students wanting to get more of that. Was that a serious request on their part? If it was, she
There's
would
probably a
be-
few that are interested in getting to bounce around each other's dreams.
Mhm.
And a couple
Yeah,
a couple of the mystical students have kind of a scholarly interest in it.
Yeah,
So
I
they
might.
say.
Yeah, I think Thorn might actually adopt adopt the ways of um, yeah. She may look at the situation as like mortals entreating, not you know. Of course, it would be gauche to think of this as like starting like some kind of like something as low as a burgeoning trade in illicit substances. Of course, she would be more likely to look upon this as mortals entreating the favor of a deity and providing offerings in return for divine assistance. So she would look upon that as a more high minded as what perhaps the principal may look upon this sort of activity. But yeah, she would be cultivating more dream dates for whoever was interested.
So let me get this straight, just for the record.
Uh-huh.
On our superhero training team, we have a murderer, a blackmailer, and a drug dealer.
I prefer to think of it as a burgeoning drug.
We are the worst superheroes ever.
In Lacuna's defense, it's more of a she's less a murderer and more of a manslaughterer.
It qualifies as self-defense.
And
I mean, other
there's a
than the
good
whole running
chance
away
he'll be
part.
back. It's only temporarily dead, maybe.
That makes it sound worse.
Is it too soon to make jokes about Scooby snacks?
No, it's not. Anyway, so Blessed Thorn is tending to her plants.
Mm-hmm.
When over in the little kitchenette area I've got, you hear a loud thump of something hitting the ground.
Oh, okay. I'll
And you hear kind of a, oh.
Who is it?
When you run around there, it's Kayla.
Oh.
Your best guess, there's a little shadowy nook up by the cabinets. Your best guess is she fell out of there. No, the way you know she travels through shadow.
Okay. If
She
if
just
she's
sort of half
looking-
rolls over and looks at you. We got attacked at the park. She seems exhausted for some reason. She can barely move. We got attacked at the park, and Nicole was running me out of there, and the ground opened up under her.
Is it the overseer again?
He was the one that attacked us, but they shot us with something, and I'm tired.
Okay.
But like I said, Nicole was trying to get me back to the school. While Eric grabbed Miss Fowler, and Nicole was running across the parking lot, and the parking lot just opened up in front of her, and we fell into some kind of hole. I tried to bring her with me, but I couldn't hold on.
Could that have been caused by any of us? Do I know? Do we have any Earth opening type students?
Not in your grade, and you're pretty sure not the grade above you. You're not sure about the juniors or seniors.
Okay.
Now Coach Landshark can do that sort of thing, or Coach Brody.
But was he in attendance?
If you ask Kayla, she's like, I didn't see the coach.
Okay. So who's there? Who's still there now?
Well, the rest of your team was fighting the Overseer and his people, and along with what was Stonehenge's actual name? Tim. Or Timothy. So I guess you'd call him Tim.
Okay. I guess Thorn will check Kaylin and make sure she's she isn't like obviously injured.
It's like, oh, I'm okay. I'm just tired. It's like they hit us with these beams or something.
Oh, I see. Is there any way I could produce some sort of? Oh, yeah. If it was like some sort of like energy zapping thing, is there anything I could? Would I be able to simulate some kind of plant power for like some kind of reinvigorating? Something that might shake off the effects of say a paralysis, like a stunning effect, or assuming that's even what it is. But she's just grasping at straws at this point.
Oh, you're tired? Here, eat this super concentrated coffee bean.
Something like that. Is that something that would be within the purview of my plant mimicry power? Again, I don't want to push the. Yeah, if I need to stunt us that affects others, because I know typically plant mimicry is only for like, inducing powers within myself or plant effects within myself. But if it requires some kind of like special push or whatever to be able to affect that on others, I don't know, I guess just.
I'm gonna let you have this one because it's just a fatigue effect you're trying to get off of her.
Yeah, basically, because I know I'm not going to really be able to get quickly to the park on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could like revive Kayla, maybe I can get her to take me back with her, see what's going on still.
So yeah, you could let's say, like I said, some kind of concentrated coffee bean might give her enough energy to get up. Since Blessed Thorn probably knows enough about the drug laws in America not to try anything. Here, chew on this cocaine leaf. It'll be fine. It's got so much energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the dream date, there's a very real possibility that a scientist could examine the dream date and not find anything weird about it because it may be just magic.
Nothing that's been legislated yet, basically.
On supernatural pharmaceuticals.
Exactly. Oh boy. Should I make a plant power roll for that?
Let's see. Do you generally have to roll on plant mimicry?
I think usually it just determines the power level of whatever power I'm trying to simulate. I think that's typically how that works. I don't think I have to roll for that specifically, but let me confirm that to make sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It does not say anything about having to roll. So.
Okay.
So yeah, you get her back up. She's still probably not at her best, but she's functioning now. And she very cautiously takes your hand to avoid, the nest of thorns that grow around you.
Right. So
then she walks over and flips the lights off, so the room goes into darkness.
Oh, right. Cool.
Let's see. She couldn't pull you out into the parking lot because it's pretty well lit. On second thought, she does pull you into the parking lot. She's pulling you along, and suddenly it's like she goes up slightly. And then when she pulls you up, basically, y'all are climbing out from under like a big RV.
Okay.
She's like, it's over here. And she runs over, and sure enough, there's about a 5 to 6 foot, almost perfectly circular area of the parking lot that just goes straight down.
Oh, okay.
The walls are smooth. This is not like a natural sinkhole cave-in sort of situation.
I see. Do I see my teammates?
Wasn't sure what that was. You hear police sirens getting closer. Now, to the rest of the team, Are y'all still lollygagging around here? Oh, when Ricky goes, we gotta get out of here. Do y'all start moving to get out of there?
If the rest of the team bolts, then Lacuna's gonna follow behind them.
Does anybody have a plan? I do not. Just throwing that out there.
Was that Curtis saying that or Putty saying that? Because I can see it either way.
Yeah, I think maybe Petty should say that.
All right, how many of us are currently here?
There are 4 of you. You don't know where
Cool.
Eric has gotten to in the reservoir.
And then I grab all 4 of us and I jump.
Where are you jumping to?
How far away is school?
Miles.
Well, let me double check here. And it's gonna take me a second to double check. I should have just brought this up earlier, because I don't remember the distance measurement for my level of ability.
All right, I got the benchmark page. What's your
Cool.
what's your leap?
You can,
What's a 6 on distance?
A few miles.
Cool.
jump-
Let's go to school.
you can jump as far as a fast helicopter.
Yeah.
That's a speed, not a distance thing.
Yes, I've got a leaping of 6, so if it's a couple miles, I can just jump us there.
All right. All right. So Blessed Thorn, Kayla points into the park. They were down the. I'm acting like she's still exhausted, but she's actually like pippy for the moment. She points out the little path into the park. They were just right in the park, right inside the park.
Okay. I'll head in that direction.
All right. There's Blessed Thorn. All right, so y'all run into the park. You see your teammates just as they all start grouping around, Rigajig. And you've seen him carry people before, so you realize he's about to jump.
I'll call
And
for
you
them
see
if
some guys laid out, including one guy that's in a bloody heap over here.
Okay. Well, that's certainly startling. I'll call out for them if I have the time to do it before he takes off.
All right, Rigajig, everybody's gathering around and grabbing onto you, and y'all all hear Blessed Thorn call out.
That can't be Blessed Thorn. She's not here.
Are you saying she's a pod person?
All right. Freaky, stop for a moment. I thought you weren't coming.
I heard about the attack.
Cool, we won. Now let's get back to school.
And then you hear Kayla yell, "Somebody got Nicole!"
What?
Well, Blessed Thorn already knows about this.
Oh, right, you told me. That's right. What about everyone who disappeared down that sinkhole?
And at this point you would probably notice the other sinkhole that's over here.
How far down does that thing go?
There's only one way to find out.
Stonehenge basically goes about 20 feet, I think.
I can lower us all down if we need to. And she is very pointedly not looking at Blessed Thorn.
There's still a little bit of blood on her chin. I imagine she's wiped a lot of it away.
You okay, Lieutenant?
No, I'm not.
Okay, at this point, I might be putting two and two together with the mangled corpse.
Tim pats Lacuna on the back. He was trying to kidnap us. Screw that guy.
Who said that?
Stonehenge,
Oh, okay.
aka Tim.
That's right, Stonehenge is there.
Well, I think we should follow these tunnels to see where they lead. These sinkholes.
Whatever gets us out of this park. Wait, you said Nicole got grabbed?
Yeah, isn't that right, Kayla?
Yeah. She was dragging me out, or carrying me out across the parking lot. And the parking lot, just the front, the parking lot in front of us just opened up, and we fell down. It was dark. So I used the shadow to jump back to school, and I tried to bring Nicole with me, but I was so tired from whatever it was they did to me that I couldn't hang on to her.
Well, we can't just abandon her.
I mean, yes, we could. We're not going to. We're better than that.
Said the worst superhero team ever.
Yes, we are. Kayla, can you go back to the school and tell somebody in authority? Go for the Rook. She's a little more active than the... this is terrible. The rest of it...
Couldn't I just grab some more students so we don't get in trouble?
Fowler already talked about... I mean, Fowler's already involved in this. We're already going to either get in trouble or not get in trouble. We got attacked on an approved field trip. None of us caused the attack. We'll get a talking to, and then everything will be okay, and our friend won't be kidnapped. Okay. I'm willing to get in trouble for our friend to not be kidnapped.
That's fair. I just hate talking to the Rook. She's creepy.
She's just old. It's okay. She's wise and experienced, and she hasn't yelled at me yet. It's rare I find an adult that doesn't yell at me.
All right, so Kayla takes off. There's a little group, it's getting dark, period, and she ducks into some trees. You hear a rustle of branches as she runs in, and the rustling just kind of stops all at once. Stonehenge is standing at the edge of the sinkhole, for lack of a better word for it. He's like, yeah, it's about 20 feet down. And then it kind of heads off that direction.
We better jump in before the police stop us.
By this point, you can see flashing lights out here in kind of the parking area.
We need to go now. Anyone that wants to lift down, I can fly us down.
Stonehenge's like, oh, I got it. And then there's a little semicircle section next to the pit that he's standing on that kind of breaks loose and floats out above the pit.
Oh, cool.
All right, all aboard. And then if y'all climb on, he lowers you down. It's a very smooth ride until he gets about a foot from the ground, and it's like he loses balance, and the entire thing shifts a little bit. Y'all all kind of fall down in an undignified manner. You hear him swear. I've been practicing that too.
It's fine.
Dust himself off. It's going to show off my new trick.
I deserved it.
Stop beating yourself up. There's plenty of armed men that will do that for us when we get in here.
Yeah, if you got to whack a couple of them, don't worry about it. We're trying to save somebody here. Tim turns on the flashlight on his cell phone. Oh, just like I thought. Tunnel's going down that way. It's like I could feel the empty space. Just like the sinkhole y'all came in, the walls of this little tunnel are very smooth. Though you do see lots of trash embedded in the walls. Some of it's old stuff.
Like this part of the park was built over a landfill.
I think most of the park was built over a landfill.
Most of this park was built over housing. It was low-cost housing for a largely African-American demographic that then got sold. And then it was a lot of bad news for people.
Yeah.
There was also a landfill in the area, though, because people still go and dig up, basically take plugs out. But, I mean, Central Park's like a mile square, so, I mean, there was plenty of space. And I think, but yeah, I think you're probably right, because the north part would be close to Harlem, I think. If I'm remembering my geography at all. But anyway, y'all follow the tunnel. And it dips and curves, and when you cross the park, there's a spot where it goes down really, really deep. Like it might be ducking under a subway or something. Obviously, you're not going to be using any, leaping abilities or anything like that. Though I guess you could technically fly through the thing. But you follow it for about an hour. Moving at a pretty good clip.
Can Blessed Thorn become like a bioluminescent plant to light our way? So we don't kill our cell phones?
Real good choice of words there, champ.
Yeah, I wouldn't see any reason why she couldn't. Though there's also plenty of you. Just one person keeps a phone out at a time. Y'all probably be all right. All right, y'all should all be seeing a big black square now, if y'all look on the map. Do you all see a big black square?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. The tunnel you're following eventually empties out into a what you're pretty sure is an abandoned subway station. New York's got a few of those. It's not a particularly large one. Looks pretty old. Not particularly large. There is wooden planks put down kind of across where the train would come through. Like a bridge across the other side. And on the other side is a huge, almost like a vault door that sticks out like a sore thumb. It's new, it's shiny, it doesn't look like it fits in or belongs here. The whole area is lit with almost like emergency lighting sort of things. Just little kind of circular lights stuck on stuff. That they're not super bright. It's like the emergency lights. It's enough to get around. Which also definitely does not look like it was part of the original structure.
I'm going to go up and tap on it, just rap on it with my knuckles. Not super hard, just trying to get a feel for how dense or deep this thing is.
It's a metal door, and it's got that kind of all metal look that made you think of a vault door, but it doesn't. It doesn't ring. It's not that deep thunking like it's a foot thick or anything.
So who wants to do the honors of tearing it down? I can if you want.
I might be able to tear it down too, assuming we can't just open it. Although we may have to combine our strength to tear it down too.
There is a like little control panel to the side.
Ah, the nerd opening.
So brute strength could probably do it. You know, brute nerd might also do it. How are y'all wanting to tackle it?
Keypad entry would probably be the quieter way to do it.
Yeah, but can any of us hack that keypad?
But
Are any of the numbers more noticeably worn than the others?
give me an awareness roll. Let's see, we'll make this a difficulty 3, so 7 is the number to beat.
And I got a 9.
That'd beat a 7.
That would be the 7. The keypad looks pretty much brand new. Nothing's more worn than the other. What you do have is some mud on 4 of the keys. Almost like somebody was traveling through a dirt tunnel and then punched in the keypad.
Okay, so it's
I was hoping for Cheetos dust.
Oh, I am writing that one down. I am using that at some point. So it is some combination of 4.
Correct. The 4, the 7, the 6, and the 0 are the 4 numbers. Now, in addition to the numbers on the individual keys, there is also another character that you do not recognize. You know, it's not Arabic numerals, it's not anything out of the Latin alphabet, or really anything else that you recognize.
Does it look like it's been used recently, or well, I guess if it's not covered in mud, then
Yeah, the little dirt and mud bits that you find on the keys is like fresh.
like is it an actual button, or is it just like something that's been tampoed onto the metal or plastic?
It's one of them keypads where the buttons don't noticeably press, but you know they take the pressure.
Could we tap the keypad's quality? It's some combination of 4 to give us a bonus to guessing what the password is.
Yeah, well, I'll let you do that. Let's see, you beat it by 2, so Yeah, I'll give you a free tapping of something like that.
All right then. So, intellect or awareness?
This would probably. Ooh, it could kind of go either way. Your choice. I can see either one of them working.
Well, I'll roll with awareness, but both my intellect and awareness are the same, so it doesn't really
Okay.
matter. All right. I'll take a shot. Guess at it.
5 is the number to beat.
Oh. Okay, and that's without that free tapping bonus. That is
Well,
the best.
unfortunately, we discussed using it, so it's still used. You just get a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that is a massive success. So you're looking at those numbers, and it occurs to you that they make a significant date, but you don't know why the date would be significant to whoever put the facility here, or put this door here, I should say.
What's the date?
July 4th, 76? What?
0476.
Huh.
And then the door opened. Psst. Except it was a quieter hiss than that. It's like that really, really quiet hiss you have in like the Star Trek doors. And it opens up into this room here. Let me throw your figs down there. And where did I put it? I just earlier found a better picture for oh, come on now. There he is. That'll be Stonehenge. Keep telling myself I gotta go in and reorganize all my stuff where I can find stuff quicker, but I never do. Alright, so you're standing in this. Looks like, high tech, everything looks clean. Metallic floor. Hallway kind of runs off to the north. There's nobody here that you see.
Well, then I think that hallway beckons us.
Okay. So y'all gonna venture down the hallway?
Might as well.
All right.
Is this section lit up at all, or are we still using Lacuna as our light source?
No, once y'all walked in, I thought it was Blessed Thorn you're using as a light source.
Oh, my bad. It was my idea too.
But no, this building seems to, or this whatever this is seems to be lit.
Curtis will be using the wrong word all day long.
Just be careful about which wrong word you use.
Yeah.
All right, so you step out in this. You step out in this little foyer area. It opens up a little bit, but then it's really just part of a hallway from the looks of it, with some air ducts on the side. And Rigajig, something about this place is creeping you out.
Oh no.
I get it. I'm of German descent. Wait, no, this is old enough that shouldn't matter.
Oh, inside here doesn't look old. That was the abandoned subway station outside that looked old. In here looks brand spanking new, and there's like high tech stuff.
It looks like it doesn't look of alien design.
Oh, well, some of the stuff you're passing by has got like English words written on it, with arrows pointing places to go. But yeah, it's reminding you of the facility that you were kept in for a while. Not
somebody's retrofitted, or not retrofitted, but what is to say to adjust for another species?
Renovated?
Whatever. I guess renovated? Retrofitted with human technology will be a good enough statement.
I already put Rocky on there.
It looks like someone took an alien facility and then just put their crap in.
That's a distinct possibility.
Great. Love it.
I'm sure it's fine. Everything's fine.
They appropriated it.
That is what we do.
Do we hear any noise at all? Any shuffling or voices?
Give me an awareness roll. It's a decent sized facility. There's the one I need. 6 is the number to beat.
Oh, crap. Let me do that again. I still had it at 2d6. I'm sorry.
No problem.
And yet you somehow roughly hit the same number.
Do I need to roll for anything?
Anybody that wants to make the awareness check can be listening to see if they hear anything.
Okay.
I'm going to say Rigajig is a little too busy being not happy about the situation.
He's trying to control his hyperventilation.
And his good goldfish laugh.
Yeah,
Alright, so Lacuna got a 7. Curtis got an 8. Was Blessed Thorn going to roll? Alright, she also got an 8. Alright. So let me zoom out and see who. Up to the north, you hear some conversation coming from further down this hallway. It's far enough away and not very, not loud enough that you can really overhear what is being said, but you do hear people talking.
Well, I say we get closer and check it out.
I'm for that idea.
Stonehenge is like, if we're about to do some sneaking, I'm probably just going to stay right here. I'll be able to see y'all and run up if there's a trouble, but I'm a big stone guy walking on the middle floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand here next to the big rock guy too. I don't exactly feel comfortable getting out of the suit in here.
Yeah, you do tend to jingle jangle whenever you walk and stuff.
Alright, so whoever's creeping up, give me stealth checks. Which would be coordination plus your stealth specialty if you've got one. Let's see, what is this? His awareness is a 3. And hers would be a 4.
I've turned on my bioluminescence at this point, right?
I assumed you had.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give them minuses because they are in the middle of a conversation. Okay, well they roll terribly. So anybody that, as long as y'all beat a 3, y'all can creep up on these two without being a.
Yeah, I got an 8. They're probably thinking, well, surely no morons would have come down the tunnels into our
Incredibly
sanctum
secure
sanctorium.
base.
So yeah, y'all get right back here, and you hear somebody, it's a man with a deep voice, talking about how they didn't have any trouble with the girl they grabbed. She was disoriented from the fall, and oh crap, what was his name? Alan was able to basically clock her before she really got got her bearings. How the little one got away, they're not sure. The voice that responds, something is strange about it. You can't put your finger on it. It's like it's an accent you can't place. You're pretty sure it's female. And she's just complaining about the fact that they only got one. That's one of the larger groups they managed to get a drop on, and all you managed to do was catch one of them and bring the failure back. Really, if Dr. Kilpatrick had not been insisting that she use, she basically says if Professor Kilpatrick hadn't been insisting that I use you, I'd been using my own robots and done a better job of it. And there's a sort of just general, it sounds like two people that are used to bickering with each other, just kind of bickering while they go about their business. He points out that, her robots couldn't tunnel in the ground like him and his men can. And they're just kind of just going back and forth. You also hear over to this side, down this hallway, you hear it sounds like somebody's walking by.
So wait, he was saying that he would have used his own robots or his own men.
The woman said the oddly accented woman said, if this other professor or other doctor had not insisted that she use whoever she's talking to, she'd have used her robots and probably done a better job. And the guy points out that her robots can't tunnel to the ground like he and his men can.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Neither voice in this quote unquote argument seems to be upset or, it's like they're just bickering back and forth to pass the time while they're doing whatever they're doing. And you hear you hear like kind of typing and you hear stuff being moved around in there, so they're doing some kind of work.
It's supervillain posturing.
Yes, if you ever watched Invincible and listen to the Mauler twins argue back and forth, that's basically what's going on.
And someone's a pro.
Lacuna's going to turn herself invisible and stick her head around the corner to see who's coming down the hall.
She can do that?
Yeah, I have invisibility. Like, it's only clouding people's minds, but...
Oh, that's right. I do remember that now, yeah.
I've only used it, like, once.
Alright, so you jot around, you duck around this corner. Let me find the reveal tool. Okay, why did that not reveal anything? There we go, that's better. Alright, so what you've got is this guy walking along. And he's in what kind of looks like military fatigues. No, like, markings of rank or... there's no country's flag on it or anything like that. It's what you would imagine a mercenary wearing. It's military. It's military-ish.
Militaristic?
Yes, thank you. Militaristic. But not identified as being part of any... You don't recognize any particular country's uniform.
I'm going to take a quick photo of him with my phone.
Alrighty. Let me roll an awareness check for him, because all modern-day phones basically make that
click.
That old camera noise.
That's fair.
Alright, so you roll me a d6 for my difficulty. Or for his difficulty, I should say.
6 is the number to beat. Oh.
So yeah, your thing goes, and he immediately, his head just snaps around like it was on a swivel. Now, is there any resistance roll to your invisibility, or are you just automatically not seen? Period.
It is willpower, I believe. Let me. Right. I have it pulled up here.
Probably like willpower versus your ranks.
Yeah.
All right. So give me a roll with your rank in the invisibility, and he'll roll his rank in willpower.
Ba-doop-a-doop. Oh, matched.
Ooh, how would a tie work in this?
That's a good question.
All right. So he takes several steps forward, and he's staring at you with this look like he's trying to see something. It's like he gets the impression that there's something there, but he's not seeing anything to really react to.
I'm going to very quietly. Oh, he's already on us.
Well, he hasn't looked around the corner yet. And you'd have seen him coming, so it's not like he'd just immediately be in your face. He's walking up slowly, so I'll scoot him back some so you can react. So you see him kind of coming forward, but his eyes aren't really focused on you, so you don't think he's exactly seen you. But it's like something in the back of his mind maybe telling him there's something there. So what is Lacuna going to do?
I'm gonna duck back around the corner real quick and just mouth that Putty and Bless Thorn to get back around the corner very, very quickly before turning invisible again.
Alright, so as he walks around the corner, or glances around the corner, Putty and Blessed Thorn, if y'all are going to try to duck back around here or something, I need you to give me stealth rolls. Rig-a-Jig and Stonehenge back here will also have to make rolls, but they'll have a +2 on theirs.
It looks like I'm going to be pretty stumbly here.
Oh, but wait. Rig-a-Jig has 1 point in the stealth specialty.
Hey?
Yeah. So I'm gonna get a +1 on that +2. What attribute am I rolling?
Coordination.
Oh, okay. Wow, it's not even one of my bad ones. I know I've used how I'm at the stealthy one before, but oh well.
Where did I put? There's Stonehenge. Alright, his coordination is surprisingly good. Oh, that's right. He was the one that, it rolled awesome on his stats.
That being said, it's still a rock, man. No,
Yes.
actually, that's better than my roll. He has the best roll.
Oh boy.
All right, and what
Yes.
did his awareness? All right, this is the soldier guy. Ooh, his awareness is only 4.
Well, he is a soldier.
But Mike rolled a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he looks around the corner and just it's like Blessed Thorn kind of froze for a second on where she should duck to. Or maybe she didn't clearly read Lacuna's lips. Yeah, and then this soldier sticks his head around the corner, and y'all just lock eyes.
Wait, timeout. Your coordination's a 2?
Yeah. Oh, I rolled crappy stats.
Now, was coordination the stat that you raised?
No, it was my paralysis.
Oh, okay.
I have paralysis and strength at 1, awareness and coordination at 2, and then everything gets okay. So yeah, I definitely played out the inexperience in my attributes according to the dice rolls.
I pity you.
So anyway, he locks eyes with Blessed Thorn. What the crap? We got intruders! At which point another soldier steps around from up here. So go ahead and give me initiative rolls. Which is your coordination.
Ooh, Lacuna with a 10.
Alright, so these guys have that, plus their...
Poor Mike with his 2.
I now understand why you attempted to use your powers for everything.
Indeed.
Like, it makes a lot of sense now. Like, a lot.
Yeah, the only reason I went for prowess is because a lot of my plant mimicry powers would ultimately depend on a touch effect to affect others.
Mm-hmm.
So it was that's why, actually, if anything, that's why I rely on my telekinesis, because that runs off of willpower instead of coordination or prowess, and that's at 6. So it kind of plays into my my desire not to come in contact with anyone. They kind of reinforce each other in a way.
All right, so first soldier guy, second soldier guy. Oh, the aliens got the same stats.
Aliens, you said.
Oh, great.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have said that, but yeah, it slipped out.
Okay.
Not that,
But they do
it's
look
not that it's going to be a surprise for more than like another second or two.
Right.
Once we get
But
going.
for now, they look human.
No, for now we haven't seen them. We've
Oh,
only
fair.
seen the soldier.
Well, the soldier looks human.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, we haven't seen the two. I guess I don't know, what would you call them? Not minions, not master villains. The two sub villains. No, that's not even a good term for it. You know what I mean? The bickerers.
Yes, the bickerers.
The right hand sentience.
Lieutenants. That's what I should have said.
All right, so Lacuna Lane got a 10. Putty, what did you get? A 7. Blessed Thorn got a 5. Rigajig got a 9. That soldier got a 6. That one got an 8. She got a 9. Then I need to roll for one more that y'all haven't seen yet, who also got an 8. And then I need to roll for Stonehenge. Oh, he's got stealth, and I forgot to put it in his roll. Oh well.
Oh, good for him.
He just forgot to be stealthy that time.
Well, he's also got business. Why did I give him business?
Well, I think you can do random.
That's true, and I might have with these guys. The students were mostly random, I know. Though sometimes if they had a skill set that didn't make sense, I might switch the skills up. Alright, and then in descending order. So top of the order is Lacuna Lane.
I'm gonna whirl around and pop this guy right in his face.
Alright, pop him in his face.
Nine's the number to beat.
Alright, and that is his prowess. So yeah, to him it's like you appeared just out of nowhere, but he still manages to kind of get a hand up and slap your fist out of his face. Ugh. And that interaction leaves you pretty sure he's of comparable strength to you.
No.
You're throwing a super strong punch, he just kind of reaches up and pushes it out of the way. Next up is the person around the corner. They step out, kind of taking cover behind that one soldier guy that they were bickering with. Elongated head, greenish. I mean, pretty much like the picture you see. wearing kind of a long cloak. It's like it's made out of... The material looks funny, but the cut of it is almost like an antique, like lab coat. And there are even a few stains here or there, you know, from some sort of chemicals work. And it's got some kind of blaster in its hand. Let's see. She sees Lacuna, Blessed Thorn, Putty. Lacuna's closer. She's gonna take a shot at Lacuna. Alright, so a 9 is is what you've dodged. She'll use her coordination. Yeah, so some sort of energy beam, you know, laser, blaster bolt, something comes shooting out of that gun. With a fairly satisfying sci-fi sounding. Bzzzt. You know, it's what an alien ray gun should sound like.
You're not wrong.
As far as we know, anyway.
Mm.
Next up is Stonehenge.
Ooh, excuse me.
He goes running past Rigajig. Let's see, basically change one range band. So he manages to get up just behind Putty. And no attempt at stealth this time. It's big stone feet hitting the big metal floor as hard as they can, as fast as they can. Doop, 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 doop. Rigajig.
I turn the corner. I see a Star Forger.
And she sees you. You see her big bugged out eye. Her eyes kind of bug out a little bit.
Is she the same
subject
one?
64138. You've come back?
Oh. I physically, with my suit, grab the arms of my suit and rip the fake metal off. To show that it's Viridium. And then I point at her.
She was already looking surprised, and when she sees the Viridium, now she looks even more surprised. Yeah. How did you? And then she realizes that you're pointing at her like the evil monkey from Family Guy.
I didn't know you'd be here, but I'm so happy to return the favor.
Now, subject 64138. I never harmed you. Or anyone else in the facility. I just borrowed a little bit of something. Clearly, you know what. Where have you been getting your supply?
Myself, because I ain't a punk-ass bitch. And luckily, I saw how you did it well enough to not perfect it, but get roughly good enough that I can handle myself.
Huh. I didn't think you were
And then I just start running at her.
Alright, so like Stonehenge, you can get up here if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, then it is...
All of a sudden, it's a grudge match.
Alright. So, guy comes running from around the corner down here. I'll go ahead and reveal this area. So he probably gets about here. Something like that. You know, in a position that Lacuna can tell there's another guy coming. He's also in the generic military fatigues. But where him and the guy up close to the alien both have kind of those over their nose and mouth masks pulled up. Like the cloth ones that you can just pull down and hang around your neck, and then you just pull them up, and they kind of hang on your nose. They're both wearing that. The guy in front of Lacuna hasn't had a chance to pull his up yet, so you're getting a good look at his face. And then it is the big boy up here. He is going to use his move. Don't think he could quite get to Putty and still have time to swing. So he's going to get right here and take a swing at Lacuna.
Oh.
Dude, you don't want to make her mad.
So yeah, that's a quick swing. You pull your head back in time to you feel the breeze of his fist go by, but he does not make contact. Then it's Putty's go.
I'm gonna take a swing at the bad guy closest to me, which is, I'm assuming, the one that just hit Lacuna or tried to hit.
Yeah, you could run straight forward into him without any trouble.
Yeah. And that is what I shall do.
Alright, so he runs up here. Take your swing.
Oof.
Alright, so you go up, you take a couple swings, he's ducking and diving. And then it is the guy in front of Lacuna, who is, of course, going to take a swing at Lacuna. 9.
They just do not like Lacuna.
Well, she kind of made herself a target.
Oh, that one lands.
Cool. He hits you for 8 points.
Wait, he does 8 points of damage?
Yep. Him strong.
Ooh. Lacuna no like that. Ooh.
Alright, and next up is Blessed Thorn.
All right. What am I doing here? Let's see. Of course, there's no plant life around here. I think I'm just going to simply try to use. Let's just use my telekinesis to see if I can just slam one of the guards against the wall. That's the thing that can be done.
All right, so you're doing what now?
I'm going to see if I can just use telekinesis to just basically try to push someone against one of the walls, or actually no, they're armed. So let me even just keep it simple and just try to remove, just try to disarm one of them.
Okay. They do have sidearms. None of them have gone for their sidearms yet, but they do have the sidearms.
Oh, well, let's see if I can relieve at least one of them of that option. Now, would that be is that a telekinetic? I guess that's a grab action. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right.
They don't have these in their hands, so you're not really going to have to beat their strength. So I'm going to make them roll their coordination. Because you're yanking the guns out of their belts before they get a chance to use them.
Yeah.
Alright, his coordination. So yeah, he feels the gun start to move in his holster, and he kind of slaps his hand down on it and holds it in place.
Gotcha.
Lacuna.
So I'm going to tap Barely Controlled Thirst for Blood to give myself a bonus to landing this next attack, Energy Drain, on the guy who punched me.
Okay.
Because I... That's not good.
All right, energy drain. Oh my.
Prowess test to actually make contact.
All right. So he's got to beat a 14 to avoid it.
It looks like you may touch the man.
Bad touch. Bad touch. All right, so his plus his martial arts, because he does have some training. So you beat him by 7. So that is a major success. What does energy drain do on a major?
It kills him, if we remember last time.
Does the full effect. So 7. He takes 7 points of damage whenever my feet sink into him.
Okay. He gives a fairly undignified scream.
And he resists with the strength, the actual effect.
Oh, that's right. That was just to make contact.
Yeah.
All right. So roll your power level for the or roll a dice plus your power level, and he'll roll his strength. So this time he rolled the 14.
Oof.
Fangs of the Vampire. Okay, so you got a 13. Oh, so close, so close. So but you both rolled max. So. Yeah, there's something odd about his blood. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But you only really get kind of a taste before he's able to kind of pull your head off his neck. Crazy heifer bit me.
She ain't a heifer. She's our Lacuna.
What kind of school is vampires in?
Oh, what? Now you're bigoted too?
She bit me.
You done, child.
Alright, so that was Lacuna. Next up is the alien chick. She runs down, and she's running past you. You see her slap something on the wall. And some of the lights on the walls change colors. Then she runs down here. And then she cuts down this hallway. And then Stonehenge is going to run up past Putty. And his prowess is a 6. So somebody give me a d6 plus 6 for him. As he tries to punch this guy. His prowess is...
I would like to note 2 people rolled for him, and they both did the exact same roll.
Yeah, this is just a long string of 6s.
This is getting weird. Okay, so he made contact. And his strength is... Oh, yeah, he's... Okay. So his strength is a 5. His alternate form bumps that up to a 6 when he's in stone. He's also got density that bumps that up by another one. So his strength is a 7. Minus this guy's protection. Or damage resistance. Alright. Lead guy. Okay, so he connects. It does some damage. Probably not as much as somebody getting punched by Stonehenge should take. And then it's Rig-a-Jig. Your target appears to be running.
I think you scared her.
Is there a way to get around here without being engaged in a fight? Or am I going to have to knock one of those two down to get to her?
You've got leaping. What I'd let you do is as you run up on them, you make a check with your leaping, they'll make a check with their prowess. If you beat them, you get past them. If you don't, they snag your leg and throw you back basically where you came from.
Rig-a-Jig is angry enough to take that bet.
If they get a major success, maybe they do you like Hulk did Loki. I don't know. I'll think about it. All right.
Now, with the leaping, they're attempting to grapple me, technically. Like, on a failed leap, it's a grapple. Would my wrestling add a point in to dodge their kind of attempted grab?
Yes, and if your spinning helps you with that, that would too.
It does. I've got a plus. Because this is why Indispensable couldn't wrestle me, is because I had so many additives to wrestling.
So you're using your leaping score. The spinning would probably add 1 to that, and the wrestling would add 1 to that. Because, with most of that stuff, the numbers don't add up directly. You tend to go the highest one plus 1.
Yeah.
But then your wrestling's another plus, so.
Alright, then. I've got my modifier set. Let's roll it.
10 is the number to beat.
10 is the number I beat.
Well, you tied.
Which is a minor success.
So I'm going to say that you managed to get past him, but he slowed down your momentum enough that you're stopped there. You've got her in sight, but you're not going to be able to get to her to do anything this round.
That's fair.
And then this guy he's running towards y'all while she's running away. It's his go. He sees a good opportunity to attack, so he runs up and takes a swing at you. 11 is the number to beat.
It's a good roll.
This will be prowess. Yeah, there's been a lot of 6s and 5s. Roll 20 seems to be...
Not a big fan of me, though.
Alright, so... Let's see, this is... Okay, this guy is only doing 7 to you.
Oh, geez, they're all super strong. Alright, my damage resistance cuts that down a good bit, but
Okay.
still get hurt.
Yeah, how much is your damage resistance?
4.
Okay, well, so you wind up taking 3. That's not too bad. Alright, does this guy want to hit Putty, or does he want to hit Stonehenge? He's gonna punch Putty because he don't know better. All right, Putty. No, 7 is the number to beat if you want to dodge.
Putty will be cocky and take the hit.
All right, so this guy does 8 with a punch. And your reflection... Let me look that up. How does that work? I know you have to roll the reflection. Is it just versus his damage?
Don't remember. You would think that I would remember, but I do not.
Alright, reflection can reflect the effects of an attack back at the attacker. Test your reflection power as a reaction, with the attack's effect level as the difficulty.
So I have to beat his 8, basically.
You have to beat his 8.
Damn.
Alright, you take 8 points.
Oof.
Now, you have taken a new power.
I have.
One that, you know, in character, Putty is probably not even aware he's got yet. Alternate form. It was the alternate form, wasn't it?
It gives, when he's in his alternate form, it gives him stretching and damage resistance equal to his power level.
Alright, what I would suggest here is to say that you've had that turned on without realizing it. And when he punches you, it's like somebody punching plastic, man. You know, his arm goes full length through you, but you're stretched around it.
He just, and Putty sort of turns into a muddy looking
And it's like your whole
figure.
Your whole form kind of loses its solidity then, and you know, your features are kind of stretched out a little bit. So he looks surprised.
It's like,
You
oh
look
damn,
surprised.
oh damn, I wet myself.
Boy, what are you, silly Putty?
There's nothing silly about him. There's nothing silly about Putty.
Nothing at all.
So he does 8 points of damage minus the 3 damage resistance you've got for your. So he still take 5. And then it is your turn.
I am going to punch him back.
Okay. So that's your prowess versus his prowess. Ooh, you've only got to beat a 6.
Sorry, let me scroll up and make sure I'm not cheating.
Roll 20, rolled half a dozen 5s and 6s. Now it's rolling 2s and 1s.
Come on. Okay, I was just double checking my numbers because I didn't want to. Booyah.
Alright, so there's a major success. So there's a possible slam there. How strong are you?
7.
Alright. So that's another, that much damage. Okay. He's probably going to have a shiner from that lick in the morning. And then out comes... Where's it damage? Alright, so a slam. Oh, you got major or massive success. You a slam. Alright, so roll a d6 plus your strength versus... versus a d6 and his strength to see if you send him flying or not. 9 is the number to beat. And I believe you just rolled an 11.
Yeah.
So he goes flying an area back. I believe it's an area. So he doesn't quite make it to that back wall, but he's awful close when he hits the ground and scoots a little bit further. And he is, prone for the moment. And I'm picturing your arm being all kind of distended and kind of curved back.
Hey, Jason, I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
When I added my power, since determination is made by the number of powers you had, do I lose a determination point for adding a power?
Not if you did it with achievements, no.
I didn't remember seeing it say that I did, but on certain instances I know it does, but I didn't see it specifically for that.
Yeah, because you used your major.
Major and 4 minors.
Well, getting a new power is a major.
Oh, so I still got my minors.
And it just says gain a new power level. Roll on the level determination table. Yeah, it does not say anything about you losing. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about you losing a determination.
Oh.
I know some of the minor changes. Like if you take another extra or something, then it does.
Which is weird, but...
Well, with a major, though, you're spending a lot more.
Right.
There's a lot more to get it.
Oh, so I still have a determination point there. Okay.
Yes, that's how it looks anyway. Unless I find something in errata later. Alright, so this other soldier up here... Yeah, Lacuna has gotten on his bad side, so...
Well, that's his problem, not mine.
Well, he's going to try to make it your problem. 6 is the number to beat.
Oh, just squeak. Well, out of if I'd rolled a 1, but yeah.
Well, yeah. And I was right. Everybody's... Well, not everybody, but there's a lot of 1s and 2s. Anyway. So, yeah, he takes a swing at you. And, you've been training in some combat. This is not a real good swing he makes. The vampire thing has clearly got him a little creeped out. He's a veteran soldier, so he's not in full panic, but it's got him rattled.
Rattle them, boys.
He's seen some stuff, but he ain't seen this.
Yes. All right, Blessed Thorn.
I'm thinking visually we're a pretty intimidating looking group.
That front row of you right now. Because, okay, this chick just bit me on the neck, and she already had some blood around her mouth. Then we got the silly putty monster, and then a big stone guy. And I don't know what that steampunk contraption was that just jumped over.
Yeah, and the right lighting, I'm sure Rickajig looks terrifying.
Well, now my arms just look like red machinery, rather than the kind of goldish that they were. You saw a kid rip metal off of his arms to reveal metal arms. It was like an inside joke, except horror.
Alright, so Blessed Thorn, what you doing? And you might be muted. I'm not hearing anything.
I was muted.
Oh.
So I think I would like to try the... Now, does everyone have... I assume at this point everyone, like all the bad guys, have arms in hand now, right?
The soldier guys still have not drawn guns. They've just been throwing blunt punches.
Oh, I see. All right. Well...
Possibly because they're super powered and the guns do less damage.
And you did see one punch through Putty, but his back just stretched out along with the hand. And now Putty looks all weird.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's the lady's got a blaster. Our scientist lady.
Yeah, no, yeah, she did, but she's out of sight now. She ran around the corner.
Well, everyone. I mean, if I'm still blocked, let's see. I'm still blocked behind.
Correct.
Boy.
Now you could squeeze through here.
Even with my thorns.
Oh yeah, that would be an issue. Well, I'd let you make a coordination check not to poke anybody.
You know what? Let's. I'm gonna let me just play support like I should be doing with this character anyway. Whoever that is throwing punches at Lacuna. Actually, well, let's wait. Putty is next to Lacuna, right?
Yes.
That's your fig. Yeah.
You're right behind Lacuna.
So maybe I should just use my telekinesis just to try to hold the pin the soldier's arm so they can't throw any more punches. I don't know how likely it's going to be given how strong.
It's going to be your telekinesis versus their strength. Now, another thing you can do with your telekinesis is try to put a condition on them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing.
Knock him off balance, or tug at his arms just to throw his swing off, or that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's really what I was hoping for. Is just to give a condition with maybe a free tag or two. So, am I rolling telekinetic coordination then?
Yes, whatever stat you use for that.
Yeah, because I just realized I used the wrong roll for last turn. I used the strength instead of the willpower is what it would be. So let me just go ahead and do that now and see if I can put a condition on this person. That's more like it.
All right, he'll roll his coordination, which his coordination is not great. Okay, you beat him. You beat him by 1, so there's 1 free tap of that condition.
All right, well that's something.
We'll just call it hindered because you're just trying to make it harder for him to throw a swing where he wants it to go.
Yeah.
Or really, you're hindering his movement to some degree. So if he throws a swing at Lacuna, she could tap it to avoid. If she threw a punch or tried to bite him again, she could tap it to make it easier to get a hold of him.
Sure.
That does mean if she drains him dry, though, you're partially responsible. Just saying. Get it away on your soul. So let me put a little red dot on him so we remember that he's the one that's got that. And then it is Lacuna's turn.
I'm gonna just punch him right in the face.
Okay, roll it.
And all he has to do is not roll a 6.
He rolled a 5.
That'll work.
Alright, you do 7.
Yes, sir.
Alright, minus his damage reduction. Oh, wait, that does not go on the same guy. This is the second guy. So, yeah, you hit him in the face. His head kind of rocks back slightly. Now, did you use the condition?
No, I did not.
Okay, so it's still there.
Yeah.
What was the condition she put on him?
Hindered.
Hindered.
Basically, she's kind of not trying to hold him still where he'd wrestle against it, but she's making it harder for him to move around. So you could use it for defense or offense. That was Lacuna. Next up is the Star Forger. Zoom out the map so I can remember where she's trying to get to. Ah, yes. So she uses her movement to get here. And it's starting down that hallway. And she will kind of over her shoulder take a pot shot at Rigajig. Let's see.
Alright.
Coordination. So, ooh, she only rolled a 6, though. Clearly, she is far more interested in getting away.
Now, does my spinning... Hold on, It's a gunshot, but I think spinning does something
It is an
more
energy beam that does fatigue damage. Or it does it's the same thing some of the guys were using last session, where it hits you with like the drain or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't think my spinning got to do anything against that. So it was
It's
6
not
to
fixed,
6.
So let's see. Oh wait, I think it was called energy drain. Energy drain. Here we are. And hers was strength based, I think. If successful, test energy drain versus strength or willpower chosen when you take the power. So you need to make a strength check. She will make a drain check, but since it's a tie, she only gets half her effect. So you need to beat a 5.
It is possible for me to lose that. I like to tap a determination point for don't disregard me.
Okay.
Because this person is clearly disregarding the fact of just... You know what? Never. I'm not even going to specify. I started to say something and I just lost the words.
I got you. It happens to me all the time. Alright, but so that'd give you a +2 on the roll.
I got an 8.
Alright. You feel a little bit of fatigue kind of wash over you, but the beam mostly hits some of the metal armored part of your rig. So you're able to kind of shrug it off.
Yay.
You're young and full of energy.
Rage.
That too. Let's see. If somebody wants to give me a D6 + 6 roll for Stonehenge, he's going to take a swing at that guy again. Or this, not again, because it's the first time he swung at this guy. But oh, so close. He almost got out of the way. But he didn't. Alright, so that's another on him.
We've been rolling great for Stonehenge.
Yeah.
You have, really.
Maybe I need to stop rolling for him. He's taking all my 6s.
Then it's Rigajig's turn.
Am I able to keep moving, or do I need to get through this soldier?
There's room for you to run around him, so you can get around him.
Then
It's not like the last time where they had completely had that hallway kind of blocked up.
Right.
So I assume you're carrying on after the Star Forger?
Yeah, I'm going to keep moving towards the Star Forger. I'll keep... While chasing, I will shout, "Hold on, you jerk. I'm not trying to punch you yet. I just want to make sure I'm making this stuff right." I'm chasing.
So all your rage has gone out the window, and now it's just...
What? No, I'm a liar. I lie.
Oh.
I'm still going to get one solid lick, and then go, okay, now it's study time. How do I make this better?
Give me a willpower to see if you can convince her. See if she actually slows up any to talk to you.
No. I'm pretty sure she knows I'm angry.
She doesn't stop, but she starts shouting on her shoulder, "Are you looking for an apprenticeship?"
You offer?
I wouldn't have thought your people advanced enough, but you're clearly intelligent enough to have reverse engineered some form of our metal. I'd be curious to see how pure it is. But like I said, she's. It's like she slows half a step while she's talking, but she doesn't actually stop unless you get any closer. Let's see. Next up was. Ooh, does this guy go after Rickajig, who just ran past him? Yeah. He sees you going after, in his mind, probably the doctor. So he runs up and tries to grab you from behind. So that's going to be his his prowess. No, this one does not have wrestling. Okay. So 7 is the number to beat. And of course, you've got your spinning and your wrestling involved.
Yup.
Yeah, you use your Aslan, and yeah, he can't, his arms start to wrap around, but the way you're spinning, he can't get a grip. Let's see. I'm trying to remember, is prone a thing in this? Yes. Getting back up is a target's move action for the next panel. Let's see. So he gets up and he moves just out of swinging distance of Stonehenge. So his move got up, and then he kind of uses his action to get a little bit of movement, but it leaves him without being able to do anything else. And then it is Putty. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit the guy again that I've been fussing with. Oh well, he kind of went flying, but
You've got enough movement to get up there to him if you wanted to. You could walk up there and still take a swing.
I shall do that.
All right. All right, so you rolled that. He got a 7. So that's a major success. So you do more damage to him. How much determination does he have left? Yeah, he's still up for the moment. Once again, you got a major success, so there's a possibility of a slam. So we roll your strength versus his. 11's the number to beat.
And I did not.
Okay, so this time he takes the. This time he it's like he's realized how strong you are, so he kind of sets his feet as you're running up and takes the lick.
This is getting old, dude. Just pass out.
Son, there ain't no quit in me. And then it's his buddy down here's turn. Who is probably thinking that he really wishes Lacuna would just, pass out or something. But he takes a swing at her for a 7. And he misses.
Yep.
Will you hold still?
Hold still so I can kill you.
So I can lay you to rest. Blessed Thorn.
Here's my question.
Mhm.
How deep? We're pretty deep down, aren't we?
Your subway station deep at this point.
Oh,
The tunnel you followed dipped really low at times. It would slowly rise back up.
okay.
Like it
We
was
spent
a void.
under. Oh, that's right. We spent about an hour underground, at least an hour underground.
Mhm.
That was mostly horizontal, I guess.
Yeah, the majority. It's like it would dip down to avoid subways or some sort of obstacles.
Yeah. How would I be able to sense how close the roots above are? They're not within power range, are they? Or reachable range? Is that even with plant growth? Is that a possibility?
Let's see.
And if
what is-
so, I'm just trying to get a sense if there's any way I can get them to break through. I know that might be a tall order, no pun intended, given that concrete and metal and all, but it's just something that occurred to me.
Let's see. Plant growth. What's that fall under?
Well, I think it's just. I mean, it's.
All right. So the plant mimicry.
Oh, that might be.
You had some kind of plant. It was like a plant
Yeah.
control or whatever.
Plant growth, I think, is in great powers.
Okay, I got the great power scope right here. So.
Oh, it's an extra under plant control and great powers. That's why you don't see it in the
All
assembled
right, plant
edition.
mimicry, plant control. Here we go. Let's see. If you have even a seed, a full-grown plant can spring to life in one page. How many ranks do you have in that?
I have 5.
All right, 5 should give you a pretty good range on it then.
Like even if it takes like a couple rounds, I'm just trying to think if I could like grow some roots big enough where they could stretch out, like dig and stretch all the way down here, and maybe be used as like combat appendages. If that's not possible at all with this power level, that's fine. And if it takes some time to actually for them to get far enough, that's fine as well.
You can definitely feel the roots growing above you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know if they'll be able to break through, but it's worth a try.
So yeah, give me a roll. Let me see what the
This might be worth a determination point.
doo-doo. This is basically like a prefab facility. So I'm going to roll the, you roll a d6 plus the plant control. I will roll a d6 plus the material, basically the material strength of the roof here.
Okay.
To see if you can make them bust through this round.
Sure. I'd like to go ahead and spend a determination point for extended effort, tapping my Orisha quality.
Okay.
So let me just enter that in manually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, however effective this is, at least it looks cool.
9 is the number to beat.
Okay. Oh boy. Actually, it's within range. Let's see. Got a 5 and another +2. Oh, tight.
All right. The roof shakes, and along some of the seams, roots start growing through.
Okay.
They don't get big enough this round, or enough of them get through this round to really do anything, because it was a tie.
Sure.
But they are now present, and you have them to play with without any extra difficulties.
All right.
Here on out.
Well, it's part of it's part of exploring my abilities, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, Lacuna Lane.
I'm gonna pop him again.
One of us is going to fall down eventually.
Pretty much. And that's when I have my snack.
All right, so he rolled a 9, but you rolled an 11. So you pop him right in the face. Or in the gut, or, wherever.
Aiming for the floating rib.
Ooh. All right, that's a 7 on your string. So it's... Man, both these two guys are looking kind of rough. You're not sure. You may have felt something give just a little bit with that last punch. You definitely heard him kind of go, and then say something very unflattering about you. Though you know, if he saw you in the park earlier, you can't really blame him for his choice of words. All right, then we zip back over here to our alien friend, who runs out of view. And then I need somebody to give me a roll for Stonehenge.
Someone that isn't me, please. I want that stick.
As he steps up next to Putty to help Putty with this guy. Number beat is a 6. Taylor, you give me the roll.
So D6 plus what?
Plus 6.
He succeeds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, go ahead and roll, because it could still turn out to be a tie.
12.
Oh, God.
It was not a tie.
It was going to be a minimum of a 7, Jason. I hate to tell you. It was going to
Was it a minimum?
succeed.
Yeah, 1 plus 8. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the dice roll.
Cool, dog. I'll still roll for you.
So that's a massive success. But the slam part doesn't matter, though he does go flying back. But it doesn't really matter because he is out of stamina. So he flies in this corner, hits the wall, and then just kind of falls forward on the ground. This guy down here's like, Captain!
Good riddance.
And then it is Rigajig's turn.
I want to keep chasing so bad. So I will.
Sounds like a teenager. Go for it.
So just keep going. I turn the corner. What's there? More corners.
You've got enough movement, I'd say, to get down to here at least. Well, if it'll let me ping it.
Alright then. Cool, I know where I'm headed.
Where are you headed?
To the spaceship bay.
You don't know that's a spaceship bay.
To the spaceship bay.
You don't.
Where
know.
else would this coward be running? Or the giant robot bay. Could have a giant robot in which case I'm leaving.
You're mad, you ain't that mad, huh?
I'm mad if I see a big robot. I've already taken a good punch once today. I'm not sure I'm taking 2.
Alright, so this guy up here goes now. But he heard the cry of a panicked cry of Captain. So he's running back over towards this group. He gets here, he takes a swing at Lacuna. Because that's just a thing. That's apparently just a
They
thing.
They just like trying to beat up on Lacuna.
Clearly they are threatened by strong women. Or dead women. Either one may bother them.
I'm going to burn that determination point, tap barely controlled thirst for blood to give me a better chance of dodging.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't really matter when you roll a 1, I guess.
Nope.
Alright, this guy, I believe, was doing 7. And I don't remember if Lacuna's got any damage resistance or not.
Nope. I'm down.
All right. So you go flying back this way and hit the wall. And so then it's the unconscious guy who remains unconscious. Then it's Putty's turn. Putty, you turn around, or your neck stretches out and your head rotates around, or it's something weird, creepy, probably. But you look behind you in time to see Lacuna go flying up against the wall as this new guy runs up and punches her around the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna punch. I'm assuming, is it just him on Lacuna right now?
No, it was both of these guys.
Okay.
The one that had been after Putty, when he heard when he heard the guy that spotted you yell "Captain" as you knocked the other guy out, he decided to come back these guys up. The alien chick can fend for herself.
Well, I So where is Lacuna now? Is she
She is right down here.
right down there? Okay, I'm gonna come back over this way, and
You just stepped
put
over here.
myself between them and Lacuna, and I'm
Her
gonna
body's
hit
right
the
here then.
I'm gonna hit the new guy,
Okay.
or try to hit the new guy.
All right. New guy got. Ooh, only got to beat a 6. All right, that's a major success.
And I did.
You do 7 points minus his resistance. Because he has not. This one hasn't actually not taken damage yet, so. But he has now. And then the guy y'all been dealing with takes a swing at you. Ooh, beat an 11.
I'll take the hit. I'll roll against his strength for the reflection.
Okay. 9's the number to beat.
Fingers crossed. No. No.
All right. And his strength is an 8, so take 8 points damage. Minus your damage
Yeah.
resistance.
It'll be 5. That's not good.
Blessed Thorn.
All right. I would like to. Are the roots deep enough to attack?
Yes.
Okay.
You can do whatever your powers will let you do with them now. You've got just enough of them have come through.
Okay. What's the material strength on those roots? Just out of curiosity.
What's your power rank?
My power rank is 5.
We'll go with 5 then.
Very cool. Right. So I guess I'll use them to. I'll just simply try to whack at. Let's see. Do either of them look particularly more damaged than the other?
The guy that y'all have been fighting this whole time, he looks pretty rough.
Yeah. Let's see if we can knock him out. Yeah. So let's. This isn't it. Well, actually, I use willpower. No, wait.
I think willpower is your effective coordination, in this case, prowess. I think it's what you use for your active.
So am I using prowess or wait? What am I doing here?
Plant control. You cannot control plants with a higher material level than your powers. Oh, okay. So the plants would have their own material strength. We'll still go with 5. Make a plant control versus willpower test to control a sentient plant. Not an issue here. Yeah, I would say you would roll your plant control versus their prowess to try to, if you're trying to snare them.
Okay.
Or trying to hit, or just trying to do damage or whatever.
Okay. Plant control it is. Oh, look at that.
And are you trying to snare them or trying to just do damage?
Just a simple whack.
Okay. So that'll be his prowess. All right.
And would the damage be the
We'll go with just a straight 5 across the
Okay.
board. So,
all right?
so 5 minus his resistance. Oh, put that on you guys. That's not where that goes. All right, so that's. Oh, got too many books open here. All right, so this guy goes down.
Oh, delightful.
If these big roots basically grow down, kind of wind themselves up, kind of coil themselves together, and then just kind of come down on him. Whack.
Nice.
She accidentally turned off her toy.
Uh,
She became very upset about it, I'm sure. All right. Then we're back to the top of the order with Lacuna Lane. Oh, right.
Wah, wah, wah.
I forgot Zach's toy got turned off. Y'all might need to be concerned. I'm not sure she's breathing. Alright, so the Star Forger goes running into whatever room this is. Rigajig, you're pretty sure you hear her complaining about the fact that she never took cardio before coming to Earth, and she really should have. Let's see here. So yeah, she runs up like that. In addition to that, Rigajig, something goes floating past you. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, hey, it's the assistant.
Well, you recognize this as the medbot from at school that time.
Oh, he was checking for blood purity. Well then.
But he came from somewhere back in here. He doesn't appear to be armed or anything. Like I said, he even says excuse me as he brushes past you.
I'll quickly shout. Was the girl that just got brought in back there?
He's like, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell you where the holding cells are. I mean, if we had holding cells.
Thank you for telling me she's in a holding cell.
I assure you she's unharmed. Because that's how
I just need to know.
That's how the Star Forger justifies everything in her own head. Well, I'm not actually hurting them.
I just need to know she's here so we can get her out. That's all. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
See you around next time you feel like kidnapping children for blood.
Our adolescents are really children. All right. Then it is Stonehenge. He rounds the corner. Who wants to be their designated Stonehenge roller this round?
I'll do it.
All right. So it's a D6 plus 6 versus this guy's prowess.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so he manages to avoid the lick. He could hear Stonehenge coming.
I broke Stonehenge's
Undefeated
6
streak.
run. I'm so ashamed.
As you should be. All right, Rigajig, you're up.
Which direction did he come from?
He came from back behind you, or over this way. But the Star Forger is this way.
I don't want one of my friends in a tube. I want to catch her, but I hate those tubes, and I do not want someone in one.
So your priorities will kind of override your rage. That's fair.
Also, I shout my phone number to the robot. And let it know it's a phone number. And then I will go this other direction. Because if you're going to lie, don't half-ass a lie. Whole-ass the lie.
Call
She thinks I still
818.
might actually want the apprenticeship. Me giving her a number to call me is that kind of halfway.
Fair enough. The robot doesn't really respond.
All right. Check over here. Is there a holding cell?
All right, you get over there. More corridor. We'll go ahead and let you get down here since, if you want to, since that's not a
All right.
major combative something. And yes, you see what are probably holding cells. But that's pretty well as far as you can get. Oh, and I've got somebody in the wrong one. So let me move that. Okay.
I'll quickly make a shout. Yo, anybody in there? This is Rigajig.
You hear Nicole and somebody else. Yeah, we're here. You don't really
Did one of them
recognize the other
sound? Did one of them sound like the overseer?
The other one was a guy. The overseer's mask distorts his voice, so you don't know. This voice does not sound distorted in the slightest. It just sounds like a dude.
Okay.
All right, and then we are back to the only conscious soldier. He is no coward, but he is badly outnumbered, and you've proven stout enough to, drop his fellows. So he's going to take a swing at Stonehenge. So somebody give me a D6 plus 6 roll for Stonehenge. We'll let Mike do it. Oh, no, never mind. Zachary.
Sorry.
No problem. I just want to make sure not everybody did it at once. All right, so he misses Stonehenge. And then he takes off. Let me check the map and see which direction he would actually
Then we all wail on him.
He's like he's running back the way he came. Putty, you're up.
All right. Like I said, I'm going to wail on him. I don't want him getting away.
Alright, so you run up behind him, take a swing at him. Ooh.
Might not be very honorable, but it's a solid hit.
There's a massive success. Alright, so you do 7 minus his protection. Give me a strength check versus his strength to see if you slam him. His strength is, let's see, this one's equal to you. So he got a 10. You got a 12.
Ha!
So yeah, you just run up, clock him in the back of the head, and he goes flying into this wall. I mean, just face first. Ugh. And he kind of falls back on the ground. He immediately starts scrambling up. You didn't knock him out or anything. It was definitely not a pleasant experience for him, though. All right. Then it's unconscious guy number 2. Blessed Thorn.
So I think at this point I'd like to. Was I able to witness what direction Rigajig ran off in pursuit of the Starforger?
You know, from where you're standing, you know this corridor in front of you that cuts across. You know he kind of ran to your left.
Okay. I'd like to run. Go ahead and run that way. I guess towards the on the ground bad guy, and just see if I could try to catch up with. Oh, actually, I wouldn't need to go that far, would I?
From where you're standing, you could easily like move over here in front of Putty.
Yeah, and hopefully at the point I'd be able to see where Rigajig is.
Give me an awareness roll, and we'll see if you can spot Rigajig down this little narrow corridor here.
Sure. My awareness isn't hot either. Although I rolled maximum.
He's in shiny metal and stomping around, and I rolled a 6, of course. So no, you didn't notice exactly where he's at.
That's right. I guess I just keep on running then.
I mean, I guess you could shout for him or something.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Let's see. And Lacuna will be unconscious for a little while now, won't she?
Oh wait, that's right. She's unconscious. Oh, I should have checked on. Oh, it's too late. I should have checked. I should have stuck behind her, make sure she's okay.
She's fine.
What's she gonna do? Die?
That might be the least of worries at this point.
Did I crumble to dust? I'm probably fine.
That the soulless monster within her takes over.
All right. Alien lady does whatever alien lady does.
Good news is if she, decides to, if she does turn, Putty probably doesn't look very appetizing to her.
It's like a mouthful of chewed bubblegum.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this is all runny.
All right, so Stonehenge. Gonna run over here close to Putty.
That one's too crunchy.
All right, and then I need somebody to give me a D6 plus 6 roll because his coordination is also a 6.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, I believe it is.
Okay. We're going randomly. 1d6 plus 6, you said?
Yes. And this guy's coordination is lower than his prowess.
Nugget.
So what Putty and Blessed Thorn see is, Stonehenge runs up next to him. He throws his arm up and shards of rock fly off of his rocky form.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let's see, that is.
Let go, baby girl. Thank you.
And it hits him. Now, it doesn't hit as hard as his punches do, so. So 5 minus his protection. So yeah, it lays a little more damage on him, but the guy's still struggling to get up. Rigajig.
Did oh yeah, he did attack. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So walk up to the door with Nicole. Is she the only one in the room? The only one in that cell?
Yes, she is alone in her cell.
Is the door metal?
It is, yes.
Congratulations. It's mercury. It melts. I tell her, don't drink it, and we're good. And then I walk to the other cell.
Right now, why is this not?
Why is it getting bigger? Why is the shadow growing?
I don't know. I was using the reveal area, but it was doing the opposite for some reason.
Is she like chained up or anything?
No, she is not. She's just kind of sitting there.
All right.
So yeah, when you collapse the door, she stands up. She's a little wobbly, but she manages to walk out.
Yeah,
And you
the
notice
rest
some
of the team-
strange lighting in there. Thanks. Something about that room was just keeping me tired. I mean, I'm fine. They didn't. I mean, they punched me once, but other than that, they didn't hurt me.
All right, the rest of the team should be finishing up the fight. Let's gather up.
Hey, over here.
Then I walk to the next door. Overseer, is that you?
It's doing it again. Why the crap is it making it bigger when it's supposed to be revealing the area?
The area is a big black rectangle. It's a secret. It's all big black rectangles.
Welcome to Sensor
So
World.
he is shackled to the wall. The mask is gone. The hood's down. The mask is gone. His face looks all beat up, which you're pretty sure would not have been the result of your fight with him. I mean, he might have taken a shot to the face, but it was a lot of body shots. His armor looks messed up. He's got one eye swollen shut, and he's kind of looking at you with his good eye. You're training to be a hero, right?
Vaguely.
Yeah, these guys are planning to kill me, so how about I,
Oh yeah, we'll get you out.
surrender myself to you. Okay, that's good. No hard feelings. It was all just professional on my part.
I mean, there's still going to be some hard feelings, but I'm a teenager. I'll get over it, I'm sure.
Hey man, get me out of here. I'll take that. He does not seem to have the fatigue field going on, so you collapse his door and his shackles, and he looks like they beat him up once they put him in here.
So just to clarify for the record, you worked for these idiots.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little surprised when I got here and there was an alien involved, but oh crap! I just said his name earlier in the session. Professor Kilpatrick. Thank you. I knew Kill was in the name. It was the doctor or professor. Yeah. He goes, I got hired by a guy named Kilpatrick. He goes, not very professional of me to drop his name, but screw it. His people were going to kill me. He used to work for a government super soldier program, but they got a lot of bad press not too long back, and I guess they've gone underground. I don't know. He cranked out a few super soldiers. You might have run into him.
We kind of noticed as we were knocking them unconscious.
Right.
But yeah, he was wanting some of you guys to. Well, apparently he was wanting the alien chick to make him some more because his process is a lot more failures than successes apparently. And she thought she'd have more luck with him using superhuman. Starting with a superhuman or using their samples to infuse. It's science that is beyond me.
That's fair. It's
the name
usually
is
beyond me too.
I don't know what they were giving her in return. She talked about some kind of metal, but
Were they just going to kill him because he got captured or beaten? I mean, I'm not there to ask.
You're not down there to ask. But essentially, yes, he had failed repeatedly to capture children. Okay, he's a screw up, and he knows all about our secret plot. He got to go.
Honestly, I'd just leave a bad Yelp review for him, and that'd probably do more damage than killing him.
Deathstroke
He's gonna live
Terminator,
with that.
Worst assassin ever.
Cancel the Star Fortress.
Would not use again.
And I'll terminate proof of spunky teeth.
Well, as it turns out, they never used that Terminator to try to assassinate again. Wait, I take that back. They did Terminator 3 because it specifies that they used one in the future, and it worked. Anyway,
There was no Terminators after 2. Like the Highlander series stopped after the first movie.
Well, I don't know the one where the Adrian Paul and the real Highlander Lambert met.
The
That was
third
a
one,
good
right?
one. I think that was like that was fourth.
Fourth, okay. I think I saw that in the theater.
all right, y'all.
Anyway.
Get
Sorry.
back in so we can end the session on a good note.
All right. That was Rig-a-Jig. Oh, hang on a second. Did I? Nope, those are the unconscious guys. Oh wait, no, I was about to skip past this guy. All right, so he spends his regular action getting up, or his move action getting up, and then his action, he just kind of he doesn't get very far, but he's still trying to get away.
Not gonna happen.
All right, and then I believe it is Putty's turn. So I'm assuming Putty's just going to run after him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run after him and wail
You
on
have
him.
no problem catching up with him quick enough to still throw a punch.
And I actually got a 6 for myself.
That's not allowed. And let's see, 7. You do 7.
Yes.
He goes down. All right. At that point, you hear a loud rumbling from whatever room this is over here. This sounds like a big metal door opening. Oh, I actually can't scoot the map over enough for people to get too good a view of it. But I'll go ahead and reveal it to y'all. At least hopefully this will reveal it. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
But by the time y'all get here, and the doors here and here, not that y'all can see the top one, they clamp shut before the thing takes off, or whatever happens, since y'all don't actually see it. So when y'all get in, this is a big empty room with a large metal door up under the. This is the air duct piping up here around the edges, but up under there is a huge, like, hangar bay door. It's standing open when you get in there. It opens up basically into some abandoned subway tunnel. And, from the sounds you heard and the smell, of smoke when the doors open back up, yeah, clearly there was some sort of ship in here that's taken out through the tunnels. You hear some talking down here. Y'all get down there. You see where Rig-a-Jig has let Nicole and the Overseer out. And he looks about as beat up as the guys you've left laying on the ground. He's sitting there. He's holding his ribs. Seems to be spilling his guts to Rig-a-Jig.
Is Lacuna up now?
In a few, after a few minutes, y'all manage to rouse her up enough that she can walk around.
Yeah, I was planning on running back in my next action anyway, because I didn't want to leave her alone. So I'll tend to her until she comes through.
I appreciate it.
All right, then everybody give me an awareness roll.
I'm not very aware.
So few of us are.
That's a 6.
Bro, I got a 3.
Oh, I beat someone. For what? Not that bad. Really. I out-to-wared you.
Hey, can we get a Stonehenge to do an awareness for us?
All right. All right. So y'all eventually get Lacuna up, and like I said, when you get down there, you know, Overseer's talking. He's beat up. His equipment's gone. Like I said, he's explaining what's going on. Is there any specific questions you want to ask him, or what is y'all's battle plan from this point?
I say take the overseer to the school and
Forget the police. Take him to the principal's office.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little more worried about Lacuna at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you know, let Wolfwitch interrogate him.
Does anybody know how to teleport?
No, we sent our only teleporter back to the school, I think.
Overseer, what's the fastest way to the surface?
Up on the north end of the facility, there's a stairwell that goes up to like an elevator shaft. Beyond that, the alien, I think I already heard it take off. The alien's got a ship in the hangar that flies through the subway tunnels.
My God.
Yeah, she's already out by now. But I wouldn't want to attempt to arrest her anyway. I'd rather have her sneaking around thinking she can't do this openly than get arrested, talk to the government, and then do it for them. Because then it would just be worse.
Kind of a cynical little guy, aren't you? Good, that's a survival instinct.
I can see it now. I might be able to use you someday.
You're corruptible.
I'm payable. Now.
It'd be another something he would respect.
Difference? Right.
Alright, so best bet is unfortunately grab unconscious super soldiers, go up elevator shaft to surface. Hope that Rook is up there when we get up there.
Oh, have you already taken them out?
We're very good at violence.
Wow. All four of them?
Yes.
He sounds like, well.
We only took 3, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because I only saw 3.
Y'all only saw 3. Y'all never explored down into the other corner of the base where the other one was. So as you walk back out...
He can't unconscious them, and there's 6 of us. Let's go.
When you get out to like where y'all left this guy laying, cylinder holding the floor. When you get over here, where you left this guy unconscious, hole in the floor. When you get over here where this guy was left unconscious, there's actually a hole in the wall there.
Dang it.
So somebody with earth manipulation powers was the 4th super soldier.
Rickajig just goes, hey, you know what? Let's leave. I'm tired and I've had to fight two groups of people, and I saw the woman who stabbed me with needles leave. I want to go home now.
The sucky part is we probably have to fight them again.
No, that's the good part. The bad part is they might win next time. Because we keep giving them information about us over and over.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, do you guys have a canteen in this place?
Yeah.
Do you know which direction is it? I need a Red Bull. And so help me if you tell me you guys are health nuts and don't have energy drinks.
He takes you over to this room, kind of over here.
Is there an energy drink in that room?
Yeah. All these soldiers are in their well, other than the captain, look like they're probably in their 20s. So yeah, of course, there's some sort of energy drink. Might not be a Red Bull, but it's something.
Cool. I grabbed 3 of them. All right, let's leave.
You know, it's a it's less a cantina and more of a recreation room.
Hey, buddy, she's pulling on the overseer's shoulder.
Yeah.
Do you know where they kept the blood?
Probably in the lab. It wasn't generally allowed up there.
No, top off isn't worth booby traps. Let's go.
So yeah, stairwell up here leads to the outside, or leads you to the elevators that get to the surface. Once you get to the surface, all of you start, all of your phone will start pinging as you're getting multiple messages from the staff. Y'all were deep enough underground, you weren't getting a signal, of course.
Well, I'll immediately answer whoever was the highest up that called.
That would be Principal Roland.
I call Principal Roland.
What is Ricky Jig's actual name?
Siegfried.
Oh yeah.
Siegfried, where are you?
Above ground, we are underground tunnel. So much happened. Everyone's alive. And we have a new friend who is now no longer being paid to attempt to kidnap us.
You've caught the overseer. Excellent.
Caught
And we
slash
rescued
free,
Nicole.
yes. And Nicole's no longer kidnapped.
Okay. Rook and Rook and a local contact of mine in New York had entered the tunnel behind y'all. But of course, it took them time to get there, so.
Great. We're going to head back down and make sure they live through that. There are there are 4 earth tunneling super soldiers down there, 3 of them which were unconscious, so they're probably still running. But the 4th one is up, and I don't want Rook getting caught by surprise and outnumbered.
Well, between her and the Night Terror, I'm sure they can handle themselves. But
Wait. The Night Terror? Isn't that dude from like the 30s?
I mean, Roland, there's a pause there. I'm impressed. I mean, you got the name wrong. It was the Black Terror from the 30s. The Night Terror is a sort of spiritual legacy holder. She's kind of continuing that legacy.
Flag bearer? Torch bearer.
Yeah, sort of.
All right.
You'll
Cool.
recognize when you see her. You'll recognize the costume.
All right. If they can handle it, they can handle it. We need extraction, and I need to sleep for a few days.
That's one way to get out of class.
Yeah, that would be the picture should be visible to everybody.
Yeah, I see it.
That's the Night Terror. And when you hear that name, if y'all been in and around New York long enough, you've probably heard the name referenced. She's a local New York hero. It's interesting that Principal Roland has her as a contact, but though I guess if you're going to build a superhero school, you want to know the superheroes in the area.
In the area.
So the school sends somebody by to pick you up.
I also mentioned that I'll want a private conversation with Roland as well. To like debrief.
He thinks that's a wonderful idea. A little bit later, Dr. Weiss drives by in a... it's a nondescript van on the outside. The inside has all this high-tech equipment built into it.
If it isn't my favorite man of science.
Well, I like you too, Mr. Siegfried.
I'm sorry if that sounded sarcastic. I swear it wasn't.
You've been through a lot, I understand. Post-battle fatigue, it's a thing we all deal with.
I have 40 pounds of PTSD weighing on me right now. Yes.
All right, so they load you up in the van with the overseer, who is not putting up any fight, not that he'd be capable of it. Let's see, none of y'all are old enough to drive, so... he basically has y'all kind of wrap the man's ribs.
What are you doing? Get back up there.
You know, and you know, put him in, you know, shackles. Just for everybody's safety. You get back to the school. All of you are run through Miss West's, that was the school nurse's name. You know, y'all all get examined by her. You know, despite the now late hour. Lacuna, she doesn't do much for, other than just hand you one of your bags.
I hammer it back.
She's like, I wish there was more I could do for you, but your physiology is the best I can do is feed you.
That's exactly what I need right now. You got another one?
She hands you another one. Try sipping this one.
I'm apparently bad with moderation.
So Rigajig, you can, if you're wanting to meet alone with Principal Roland, he'll certainly speak to you.
Yeah, and if he wants to have someone else in the room with him teaching teaching faculty, that's fine. Just
let's see, the rook is still out.
if he wants Fowler in here, since by the end of it my entire team was involved, I'd understand.
I don't know. Does he know where Fowler is? Yes, he knows where Fowler is. She was already in the nurse's office.
Okay. It'd be surprising if he just
her and
ran
Eric
off
got back
with
without
that
any trouble. Eric just appeared in the school pool.
Oh, he can water teleport? That's so cool. Gosh darn it, Eric. Why do you just have to be the cool guy?
And by the hour or two later, she's recovered from the fatigue effect, as has Kayla. Well, Kayla had already been given the coffee bean of power. But anyway, so yeah, y'all getting up. All right, Siegfried, what was it you needed to talk to me about? I mean, general debriefing, of course, but
Yeah. So, given the information about first the girl, and that Lacuna expressed a fake interest in that secret school, so that maybe we have a chance of worming a student in if that's seen as a necessary thing in the future.
okay.
Then during the fight, Lacuna transformed. The power went to her head for a second, and yeah, one of the soldiers did not make it out of that fight.
We had wondered if that was her. The police have arrested one of the musicians from one of the bands. icy daggers. He checks his notes.
Of agony, yeah.
Yeah, they've arrested. They had taken in for questioning. I think the bass player. She claims to be some descendant from a wolf. I think she can take a wolf form or something. I don't know.
Oh.
She had a rock solid alibi. She was backstage with a family member, and all kinds of crew and other musicians saw her back there.
Witnesses.
But witnesses saw a giant wolf person kill somebody. Here's a giant wolf person.
Yeah. If it's going to be rough, we obviously claim for self-defense is there, but yeah, Lacuna went wild and didn't quite understand herself. I had to shout at her a couple times for her to realize what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little traumatized by it.
I'll have the counselor talk to her.
I'm not sure how happy she'll be that I've said this, but then again,
I won't tell her that you're the one that said it. I mean, it's going to be on the news about.
Yeah,
the
it's not
attack,
exactly
so.
a hide. It's not exactly a hideable thing. It's
Yeah.
just. I've only just now built up trust with her. I'd really hate to tear it down.
Well, it's a good sign that she responded to you. That she, even in that state, she recognized a friend. I mean, we've all in this line of work, we've all had to do regrettable things.
I'm back. Sorry, there was a diaper change emergency.
One of Lacuna's buddies was diming her out to the principal. That's all.
Secondly, the overseer was being paid by a star forger to kidnap.
That's not exactly how he worded that to you. He was hired by a doctor or Professor Kilpatrick.
Sorry, Professor Kilpatrick.
He was surprised when there was an alien involved. Roland sits up in his chair when you say the name Kilpatrick.
Yeah, some kind of super soldier program that wanted to see better success, so they brought an outside scientist who was a star forger. Specifically, the star forger that knows me.
Okay, sounds like you're gonna be talking to the counselor too.
That is why my arms are red right now and not the usual yellow. I may have had a moment of ripping the fake armor off of my arms and then shouting at her. And then chasing her until I realized that Nicole could also be in a tube, in which I then turned to save Nicole from a fate I absolutely hate, which allowed the Star Forger to escape.
Well, you and your team did well. I mean, it's one of those. I should tell you not to run off like that. To let us handle it. But you never know how much time. You don't know what could have happened to her in that time. If you're going to be a hero, those are the kind of decisions you're going to have to make. At your age, I would have and did run off and do that same sort of thing. So,
I
do,
do,
as a team
however,
very well. I'm very proud of that.
I do, however, want us to take a picture with us next to the overseer.
Don't put it on Facebook, but that should be fine.
No, I just need to show it to Indispensable so he'll stop asking me how to sneak off campus. I should not have said that in front of you. I'm very tired, sir.
We were pretty suspicious. That was happening. There had been an uptick in vigilante, in superhero vigilanteism.
And also
In
the
kind of
two
our side
guys
of town.
that were doing laps in the gym and then showed up in the office very ready to talk to you.
Why were they blaming the seniors? Or was it the juniors?
Seniors. It was the seniors.
They seem
Because
to be
we're
convinced it was the seniors that did that to them.
Yes. Yes, they were.
Oh boy.
Because we knew you were getting suspicious about us.
Sure.
So we
Just
pushed the
ran
blame to
us
someone
all
else.
out completely.
He doesn't
Now
do
we're gonna
moderation, man. When he spills his guts, he spills his guts.
I just want to go to bed.
Not
I'm-
Senior's gonna be after us.
I'm very tired and broken right now.
I'm
This has been
going to take a
this
little
has been
time
a-
to unpack some of that information. We'll be discussing it again, though. Rest assured.
We'll be unpacking our dorms.
That's fine. I just don't need that picture so that Indispensable will stop asking me, because he knew about the Overseer. We all did. We'd fought him like 3 times now.
You see Roland just start rubbing his forehead.
I mean, he killed one of his own men in front of us, too. It was very traumatic for the entire group, but we just kept trucking.
All right, we're going to bring in some extra counselors. I mean...
Well, I mean, the vampire attack probably overrode whatever horror we saw from a guy getting shot. You know, seeing the dead walking is kind of a bit more.
Oh, please, you do that every morning in homeroom.
No.
To be fair, she still does all the things that living beings do. And she would technically qualify as a living being. She has to eat. She has to do gas exchange. I don't remember what the other things for living beings are. I'm going to bed, sir.
All right, go to bed.
Thank you, sir. Oh. And also...
Take a shower first, though.
How dare you? I only smell like sweat, blood, and miles of underground tunnel.
Yeesh.
And a lot of spilled monster.
As you're leaving, you see the Rook and the Night Terror come in. Yeah, they were basically marching into towards Roland's office. They both just kind of eyeball you as you walk by.
Hello, hero from New York, and vice principal soon to be mad at me.
Soon to be.
Oh, are you already mad at me?
You ran off and put yourself in danger. You should have contacted us immediately. Well, I take that back. You did send somebody to contact. He's like, you ran off, put yourself in danger, though at least you didn't drag Kayla with you.
I did that.
Well, I was certainly hoping Kayla would just grab you and, put you next to us, but that didn't quite happen. I realized my instructions were not entirely clear in the moment.
Well, when the Rook showed up, she got the local backup. Anyway, so all of you are allowed to retire to bed. It's the talk of the school the next day, and we'll cover that next time because we're already past 4 here. All right, so we'll wrap up there. Well, you're not really sure what the school facility is or faculty is doing with the Overseer. I mean,
hopefully he's a new chief of security. He's way better at it.
Well, there is the whole try to kidnap the children, murdered people in front of the children. Chances are good they're going to question you before they hand him over to any law enforcement, though.
I bet the seniors are going to love us.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be the big finale. Senior payback. I mean, seriously, had they been did we get word of them being punished at all for what we did?
No, there was a school assembly just for them, and they were talked to, and you would overhear them talking the next few days of really not being sure what Roland was going on about. They seemed concerned about it, but there was no actual punishment because they had no actual proof.
Let's see.
I mean, it was literally 2 crooks' words versus the seniors' words. Whose word are you going to take?
Excuse you.
All right, so that's going to wrap us up for today. This was episode 8, I think. So we've got 2 left in Icons Academy. So next week will be the first part of the 2-parter season end, or not season ender, but story ender for this part of the anthology. And then we'll move on. Then we'll move on into our space campaign, which we still have not come up with a good name for.
I think I have a character idea, though.
Oh, that's good. So anyway, anybody that comes by and watches this later, hope you enjoyed it. Hope my players enjoyed it. I had fun.
Oh, yeah.
Hope no one gets TP'd.
Oh yeah, it is Halloween. That could happen. Maybe
Don't stink.
be sure to hand out the full size candy bars, and you probably don't have to
Exactly.
worry about
Don't
it.
be stingy.
Don't do the fun size because there's nothing fun about less candy.
Nothing.
All right, so we'll see y'all next time. Again, I was the GM, Jason, and with me has been Curtis playing Putty,
Laters.
Mike playing Blessed Thorn,
Good evening, everyone.
Zach playing Lacuna Lane, and
Have a
Taylor
good night.
playing Rigajig.
It is time for bed.
Both for your character and for you.
Definitely for me.